Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we are live at 5. Okay, so that was like a 30-second delay. Hey Mary Beth, how are you? You're the first one on tonight. Hey Robin. Hey Michelle. Hi Vicky. Hi Andrea. Hey Jill. Hi Chantel. Hey Kathy. We'll just give it a second. I'm sure the next comment will pop up from YouTube onto the computer and then I can put the phone down. I haven't, Chantel. I've got the link. I need to send it. I'll put it in the messenger chat for you. I am sending an email out, and Jill, same for you for tomorrow night's class. I had a little bit of a problem today, which you'll see in a minute when my hands get in the camera. So there'll be no demo tonight. I will demo again tomorrow. I'll do a Halloween demo because, you know, I've not got much left of the season. Hi, Jan. So I'm just, having a little bit of a problem, as we can see today. So I didn't get the email out, but I will. Okay, so just want to remind people that the ink vent calendar is in stock. We have a couple extra, which is unusual. Normally we don't. Yeah, no, I'll make sure you get it, Chantel. I think I'll email it to you, but I'm also going to PM it to you to make sure you get it. And now we're up on the computer, so I can exit out of the YouTube. Okay. All right, so we got a bunch of new stuff in today. Today was Tracy Scott's release. Chantel, I know you saw that. From Paper Artsy. And yesterday, of course, I showed you guys the release from Allison. I've reordered some of the stuff already, and it's shipping to me tomorrow. But Chantel, yours will go out in the morning. I'm assuming you want me to send it with your other order now, right? Okay, we did get the Better Press Society for October in stock, and it is it is twinkling lights. It says "Joy lights the way, twinkle tidings." I think it could be kind of any party that, you know, when you have parties on the patio or the deck and you have your twinkling lights up, right? Not necessarily Christmas. So I think it could be kind of any kind of celebration. Oh, hold off, Chantel? Okay, I'll hold off. And it comes with, you know, 2 dies to cut out the sentiments, and then it has a matching stencil set. So this is under Just In on the website. Hey, Deborah. Now, tomorrow is the release for Elizabeth Craft Designs, remember? Annette's release. So my email will go out at 4 o'clock in the morning. It'll be online at 2 a.m. Just to let you know. Okay, we are restocked on the collage paper for Tracy Scott. PT04 is back in stock. And as you know, I love these tissue papers. We also have the birds one. We were out of stock for a while. We have that back in stock. And Paper Artsy, by the way, is caught up with their shipping, so it should be 3 days delivery again for me now. Hey, Yvonne. Okay, I'll check on that in a second. Hey, Mitzi. And then we've got Allison Balmer's tissue. I think I don't have this one. I'm going to grab that for myself, but we have it in stock. We also have all the blank tissue, again, if you want to make your own. designs on there. It's a really good one to use with the matins. So it's a great tissue paper. The blank back in stock. Then I got in, let's see, I did have that in here. I knew I did. Okay. Wendy Vecchi, we have a couple of her things in. This is her Essential Envelope Everyday Add-on die. So it's nice for little pockets and things and some pretty flowers in there. I'll be doing some demos with that maybe next week. We also have her embossing folder that you could make because of the size, you could make 2 panels at the same time, and there's 2 different designs on here. One is kind of like Swiss dots, but and it's hard to see in the camera, but it's got your bigger dot and your little tiny dot in there. That's a pretty cool one. And then you've got this design as well. And it's a 3D folder. Yeah, they do, Yvonne, and it's a really great, all 4 tissues to your order? Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Maria. Yeah, the tissue is fantastic. We have also watercolor cardstock, 10 sheets in the pack now from Spellbinders. We've got, you know, a lot of watercolor cardstock. This is one side, it's got a visible texture. I'm not sure you can see the texture. It's also smooth on the back side. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see that, but it's textured on one side, smooth on the other, comes in a 10-pack. Then, this is the paper I was waiting to come in, so I can show you guys. Let's get this open. Yeah, Yvonne, we carry that blank tissue a lot because it's really good to stamp anything on and then rip it up, but it works really well with the matins. So this is that 12 by 12 printed paper, and I wanted to get a look at this because it just looked really interesting pattern-wise. It's single-sided. Look at that one. Isn't that cool? That's something like we would make as a background. And this one looks, I mean, I thought it was ripped, but it's not. It's the design. Really, really pretty. Look at this. Oh, this one has spot varnish on it. So the black is actually shiny. It's spot varnished. How cool is that? Again, on this one, it's spot varnished with the black. Beautiful background. I feel this is along the lines of the Ciao Bella stuff we've been using. But this was the thing that caught my attention. I love that flower. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Then we have butterflies. We've got some writing and some splats on that one. Pink and teal. Again, spot varnish on this one with the letters and down here, and the splatters. That is very pretty. And we've got squares. So I like the fact that on this one, it's got a nice long border strip. And I think it all repeats, yeah. So you get 2 of each sheet, so if you're a scrapbooker, that's the perfect paper pack for you to do a double layout. And let me show you, not the most coordinated person today, but let me show you. The embellishments. Let me just get that back in the packet. Oh, did you? That's good, Yvonne. Yeah, the paper's gorgeous, isn't it? So I'm waiting. So I found out. So I'm going to do that later. My UPS guy told me that the emergency was that he got a call at 6 o'clock in the morning. 2 generators blew out at the local UPS delivery. So no lights, no conveyor belts. They couldn't unload the trucks, and that was the emergency yesterday. So I got my boxes today, and I told him if it happens again, he has a flashlight on his phone, so he could go into the trailers and find my packages. And he agreed and said, yes, he could have done that. So I don't think it will happen again if they have the generators blown. Okay, this is die-cut sentiments in this pack, and the black in here is embossed as well. I don't want to take all the pieces out because, let me just show you some of them. I did put a good picture up online. This thank you is simple, but it's anything but ordinary. bold and unexpected. It's great for art journaling and for card making. Cherish every layer. I think I can see a happy birthday. Creative chaos. Just a note. Flawed, faded, and full of beauty. And again, spotlighting with the black. A great mix of pieces makes the best kind of friendship. Our story begins here. And some little hearts and stars in there. It's a lovely pack. And then we have, hi Teresa. This one is the 110 pieces of some die-cut shapes. I think this one would be great for journaling too. And like I said, most of the pictures are up online. So you've got some houses, faux sewn pieces. You can pop out this frame and then pop out the heart as well. Another house, pretty flowers. So there's quite a few pieces in there, and there's 110. So that was that collection I was waiting for. And it is in stock. Okay, so Paper Artsy. We've got Tracy's new release, and I got a few things on reorder, so I'm going to show you those as well. EM92. This is an Alison Bomber stamp. And we got EM91, Christmas Carol. So I will say we have every Alison Bomber stamp in stock for the first time. The same time. Because I'm always ordering and then I sell something out and have to order it again. EM86, this is by Scrap Cozy, which is a beautiful musical stamp. The Feather MN99 back in stock again. MN102, Chocolate is the answer, who cares what the question is. So tomorrow night there is a Paper Artsy card class. If anybody wants to join, it is online, and it is, we're going to be using infusions. So if anybody wants online, I can send you the Zoom code for that. EM37, The Hand by Seth Apter. That's been really, really popular lately. Somebody must have used something because I keep ordering this every week. Hi, Nicole. And then MN45, Eiffel Tower and stamps, back in stock. Okay, I'm going to show you the non-Tracy stuff first. Okay. HP 1011. I thought the flower would be really, really nice to color with some shimmering watercolors. Got that beautiful door. It says courage. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. It is also what it takes to sit down and listen. You've got a wise owl quality thing, a finger for you. So that is in stock. And I think I put this under just in. Vicki, yeah, I've got to send you the code. You're already in. I got to send you the code. HP 1601. This is all about the houses. I've been using a lot of those in my personal work lately, so I thought it was time to get these back in stock here. So the word home, home sweet home, our home, and then home sweet home in a little block there. And you've got doors and buildings. So that is HP 1601. Also back in stock is Lynn Brown. This is the one where I showed 10 different ways to use the leaf, I think. ELB 31, ELB 29. May every new sunrise bring you closer to your dreams. It's a very nice saying. Love this one too. Then we've got ELB 33. So that is Lynn back in stock. Yeah, the flower is very pretty. ESN 48. This is a Sarah Newman stamp. I just love her collage. It's interesting from the class that we did this weekend, where we did the kind of, mine was definitely a Halloween weird kind of book. Other people did pretty books. And one of the girls, I was telling her these stamps on each page would have been perfect. I wanted to call her Book Mermaid Dreams, but she didn't like that idea. She poo-pooed me. But it would have been very pretty with these stamps on. So ESN 48 is in stock. ESN 36, I got this. I think it's a beautiful stamp. You've got a lovely piece of ephemera here. Wishing you a beautiful day. Writing in a leaf. Autumn is a second spring where every leaf is a flower. No matter how long the winter, the spring is sure to follow. Another one here, and a nice collage stamp there. So I did get a couple of these. This one's for me because I'm going to be using that. Yeah, Jill, you know what it is? I think it must be the cooler weather just makes you want to craft, right? Because I love to craft this time of year. Mary Beth, you have the best store variety of products. Aw, thank you. Very sweet. Mary Beth has been in this week. She is from Illinois, and she's come in a couple times this week. Very sweet of her to say. Okay, Tracy Scott, her new stencils, PS 489. Great for cut pages in your journals. So you would just, trace the lines and then cut it. Oh, thanks, Jill. Yeah, I designed the whole class around that name because, I just liked it. So PS 489, PS 490, another stencil by Tracy. Then she had 2 big stamps and then 8 little ones. TS 102, love this. I think this is, I just love that stamp. I think this would be great if you fussy cut it out, use your blade obviously in here to get that out, and it would make great tuck-in pieces on tags or journals, whatever, planner pages. And Tracy showed a number of ways that this is non-seasonal when she used it. Great stamp set. So TS 102. Then TS 103, I thought this is lovely. Tracy used it in quite a colorful way. When I'll be using this stamp set, we'll be using it in more of a vintage way because I think this is a great stamp here. Love the postage stamp. I do have a few, but I'm always a sucker for a postage. A nice fun ticket. You've got a postcard mark there, the words today, document, and photo. You've got your cancel postage lines, but I think this particular one would be great in a vintage look. So TS 103 was one of her new ones. And then we have a whole bunch of minis, so let me show you those. That is TSM 38, it's a bird. So she was saying that the whole thing won't fit in the frame, but certainly the head will fit in the Polaroid type frame. So TSM 38, TSM 39, a butterfly and a bee. Well, you'll be up one more time at least this week, Mary Beth. I had to order a couple of the paints that you wanted, but I think those will be here by Friday. Well, tomorrow's Wednesday, depending on customs. TSM 34, but I can always mail them to you, so not a worry. TSM 34, really nice scroll. Now, Tracy had shown this. She had a bright pink background, and she'd put this on with gold embossing powder. Can you imagine if you did that for a wedding or an anniversary or even a sympathy card or a birthday card, like a 50th birthday or something like that, but in pearl powder on a pearl background? That would be absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So TSM 34, beautiful stamp. TSM 35, I'm always partial to dot ones, so that's a good one. TSM 40, I always get every alphabet stamp and die because they're so useful. This one's got numbers on it as well. You can see how quite small it is. So let me measure this. So if you had, maybe a little bit tight, but just over 1/4 of an inch with a circle punch, you could do some really cute letters. TSM 36, she had done some building of pages with this background. She does amazing stuff. I mean, you look at Tracy's stamps and you're like, oh, they're nice, nice. And then you see what she does with them and you're like, oh my gosh. Her brain works completely differently than anybody else's. So TSM 36. TSM 37, I think this is great because it is little squares and we all do the circles because I know I do all the circles. So I have another glitch stamp coming from Visible Image. I think it was the glitch stamp. because it was squares and we'd sold out. So that's coming in. I'll be keeping that one and this one, TSM 37. Love it. Right, Jill? I think we're alike, Jill. And this one, oh, TSM 33. It's like squiggles. It doesn't say anything. You can use it whichever way you want. And Tracy did it again on a colorful background in gold embossing powder. But I think this would be great in black on just something you need a little something extra. You know how I'm always saying background noise on a tag? This one. This is a great stamp. So, TSM 33. So sorry guys, I'm going to run through it real quick again. I don't have the flexibility today for a demo, but I will tomorrow. So TSM 33, TSM 40, these are all ready to ship by the way, TSM 36, TSM 35, TSM 34, TSM 39, TSM 38, TSM 37, goes back over by me, TS 103 and TS 102. Stencils PS 490 and 489. You need 33. 33. Okay. Pop that out so I remember by the time I get out the front. ESN 48, ELB 33, ELB 29, ELB 31. Jill, did you find yours? You thought you might have had this one. Oh, Doris, good. Good. Glad your box turned up. HP 1601, HP 1011. And the beautiful, beautiful Spellbinders paper pack with the matching pieces. And then MN45, EM37, MN102, EM86. I have to do something with this feather. I can see this in iridescent colors. MN99, gotta pull that one aside. EM91 and EM92. So, and then I think I showed you all the tissue papers. Yep, I'll pull all 4 of those tissue papers for you too, Mary Beth. And that's it, guys. So I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do a demo. Give me about 10 minutes to get you, Jill, and you, Chantel, by private messenger the link, and then you'll also get an email later. But I'll get you the link today. Oh, you spent too much in Salem, Robin? Oh, you went up to Salem. You should have stayed there through Halloween, right? Isn't that where the Salem witches are from? That would have been fun. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Have a good night.